Childhood video games. Carrying on with the Gen Z nostalgia series, we have video games. Now these were such a big thing for me growing up, spending countless hours making my eyes square, as most parents would say. Before school, I'd be awake at 6 AM to get my daily fix of it, then the moment I got home, I'd be hopping on with the boys. I don't play them as much now, as I'm too busy or I have no energy for them, but these will be like the best days of my childhood. Starting off with the main one, we got Wii Sports. The one with that really iconic theme song. Now this game was something special. Everyone had it, as it came with a Wii for free, and it ended up being one of the most popular games. Having family around for your birthday or something, and booting up the Wii to play Wii Sports was actually unmatched. The games were golf, tennis, boxing, baseball and bowling, and you know what? I can't even say which was my favourite, because they were all so good. Me and my friends would be getting so competitive over this game, trying to beat each other in every sport, especially bowling. Oh my god, remember how many smashed TVs there was because people playing bowling had launched a remote into the TV? Like, it's actually hilarious thinking about that now. For me, that never happened because I always had that wrist strap on. I remember how hard it was to beat Matt in the boxing. Like, you may as well have just been fighting Mike Tyson. Now we got Minecraft. Probably the main foundation for how I became such a gamer as a kid. I don't even know what it was about this game, but it was just so special, and having the freedom to do whatever you want at any time was magical. When I first got the game, I had the Pocket Edition Lite, and then later on I bought the $4.99 version, and it seemed like the most expensive game on the market at the time, but it's definitely worth it. It was so limited for blocks and gameplay on the Pocket Edition, but it was still amazing. And I always played survival on peaceful because I was too scared the monsters were going to come and kill me. And then later on I got it on the Xbox 360, and that's where the game properly bloomed for me. This is when I got Xbox Live. We'd be playing on live with my friends in the parties with my little one-ear Turtle Beach headset. We'd be spending countless hours either building massive projects in creative or getting proper stacked world on survival, and eventually beat the Ender Dragon, which seemed like such a massive task at the time. And with Minecraft came that massive boom in YouTubers playing the game. Like, my favourites were like Stampy, Squid, Lachlan, Beijing Canadian, and I used to watch a lot of the Minecraft Hunger Games videos as a kid, and that was Beijing Canadian who did that. He was the main one I watched because I was massively into PvP. I think I can confidently say that Minecraft was the game of Gen Z. Next is Mario Kart, and if you haven't played this game, you're actually living under a rock. Probably the global most popular racing game of them all, amazing to play with your friends and family, and the character selection is immaculate. It gives you such a massive amount of freedom. As a kid, I always played as Luigi, but now I'm a Drybones main, because he's actually really good in the competitive scene. And if you're choosing any of these characters, don't speak to me. Every time people played the game as well, it was because one person would just say, I bet I can beat you in Mario Kart, and then from there, the game was on. We'd be playing on the Wii with those steering wheels and the awkward motion controls, and my friend would be chilling in first place, and I'd just chain him with a shock and then follow it with a blue shell. It felt so good. They'd be raging. I won. I was the champion. And Mario Kart, it was so tense for no reason, especially Rainbow Road. Now we got Skylanders, and these came out of nowhere. It was a brand new game, and it just became one of the biggest games in the world. It was me, Eon, and the Skylanders saving the world. I remember getting the Spyro's Adventure starter pack for Christmas one time and getting stuck on one of the first boss battles. Just couldn't beat it, probably because I was 7 years old with incubating brain cells. Then pretty soon after, we found out that you need to buy more Skylanders to make the game more fun and easier, as clearly Spyro, Gilgrunt and Trigger Happy weren't enough for me. I can't remember which was my first Skylander I bought, like additionally to the starter pack, but I feel like it was either Sonic Boom or Warnado. This game was probably the nightmare of all parents' wallets, because what kid didn't want every single one? It was kind of like a video game of Beyblade, where they all did the same thing, but just in different ways, and you want to collect them all. There was loads of them as well, and they'd be releasing each figure in waves, and my mum would be taking me to Toys R Us every time we went past, just to go see if any new ones had spawned in yet. Recalling the elements off the top of my head, there was life, fire, water, air, magic, tech, earth, undead. And upon research, I found out that they made light and dark in Trap Team, but that was the one that I didn't really play, and I started growing out of it. My favourites were Eruptor, Hot Dog, Stealth Elf, Flame Slinger. You can see I was a bit of a fire fan. And I've been using these guys to battle my cousin in the PvP arena all day long. And like, he was so much better than me. And he'd just be wiping me all the time. But then, in the end, it did make me better at the game pretty fast, because I was just getting destroyed every time. And some of the Skylanders as well just went for crazy money as well, because they were made some special ones. I remember when they made the Easter Trigger Happy, and I didn't own it, but I just remember that being quite a rare one. And some of these on screen now, I'm looking at them, they look pretty cool. But I didn't really have any of the alternate figures as a kid, apart from the Legendaries and the Dark Edition that came from the starter pack. But I didn't have any of these really special ones. Finally, for today's videos, we're going to talk about Pokemon. And this game is kind of what defines me as a person today. Long story short, I travel the world playing in Pokemon TCG tournaments. If you ever want a video on that, let me know. Drop it in the comments, I can make a video on that. My first ever Pokemon game that I owned was Pokemon Pearl, and I can't lie, I did have it on one of those R4 cards that your dodgy uncle would sort out for you, where you could get every single game. But anyway, Pokemon was so addictive with like a linear RPG aspect to it, which let you progress through the game without getting confused. It was great for me because I was only a young kid playing it. The earlier games were a bit grindy, requiring you to train your Pokemon up to win certain battles, but that was the fun of it, making you feel like you were an actual Pokemon trainer. Or you could just steam your opponents with your starter, level 100, destroy. I don't know if anyone else had this problem on Diamond, Pearl or Platinum, but I could never figure out how to get to Sunyshore City. But then later I realised you had to go and catch the legendary, but that took me quite a while to get past that bit. Every single time me and my mum would go to Blockbuster, we'd be renting out Pokemon Battle Revolution for the Wii. That game was sick, because you could put your Pokemon from your DS onto the Wii and battle with them on the big screen. Looking back on these, goddamn Gen Z had it good. I'm actually so glad I grew up with these, and not like Fortnite or anything like that. I don't dislike Fortnite, but I'm very glad that I grew up with these games. If you enjoyed this video, let me know and I'll make a part 2, because I don't really feel like I covered all the games today. But yeah, have a good day.